Okay, here we go. I'm on Daily Beast, so that's good. All right, Kanye West unleashes anti-Semitic tantrum over Instagram restriction. So, okay, first of all, I'd like to tell you this. Let me tell you the situation with Kanye West. Okay, first of all, he's an only child. Okay, he's an only child. Kanye West is an only child who is spoiled. He's a spoiled, rotten only child. What up, RCV? Yeah, hey, bro, where are you from? Oh, you from like Brooklyn or something, right? Yeah, you from New York. So he's the only child who's not used to hearing the word no. Or you can't, or he's not used to not having his way. So when he doesn't have his way, he throws a temper tantrum. Okay? He throws a temper tantrum. Yeah, RCV. We all know. You can't talk about the Ashkenazi European Jew. We all know that. Matter of fact, I did a video on YouTube called like Hip Hop and the Illuminati. And all I did was read other people's assertions and opinions and stuff like that. I didn't state no opinion of my own. Nothing was anti-deflammatory or whatever, inflammatory, whatever. Yet, Facebook locked my account. And they had to review what the fuck I was saying. And then finally, they reinstated it back to me because I watch, when it comes to the Ashkenazi Jew, you know what I'm saying? I watch, the words that come out my mouth are lawyerly. You know what I'm saying? They lawyerly. You feel me? So, Kanye West unleashes anti-Semitic tantrum. So first of all, yes. So he does tantrums when he can't get his way. Okay, so that's a fair assessment of his character. Now, he told you, he said, wait till I get my money right. That's what he said. He told you niggas, he said, wait until I get my money right. Then you can't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's what he said. He said, wait till I get my money right. Then you can't tell me nothing. He got his money right. What's that song called? Can't tell me nothing lyrics. Yo, what'd you say about the Balenciaga grill? I think, yeah, my wife asked me, what's up with that? And I'm like, yeah, maybe it's just like his way of like talking white. Like everybody say he talk white, so he put a European in his mouth. I guess that's the last place. Brothers is branded by Europeans, dog. They got to get Balenciaga on their head. They got to put Balenciaga on their chest. Y'all niggas got to put Balenciaga on your rod. You're going to put Balenciaga in your mouth. Niggas is gonna put Balenciaga nigga on their liver. Like this shit crazy. Why niggas gotta be branded by Europeans so goddamn bad? He said, I had a dream I could buy my way to heaven. I awoke and I spit that on a necklace. So first of all, there's no way you could buy your way into heaven. You know what I'm saying? That's like I get my money and then I could morally be straight once I get my money. But that's exactly what he did though. But when he got his money, he started doing secret service Sundays or whatever the fuck that shit is. Kanye, you can't buy your way to heaven, my nigga. Now that you a billionaire and stuff and you did all of that shit, like you can't just buy your way to heaven. When I awoke, I spent that on a necklace. I told God I'll be back in a second. Man, it's so hard not to act reckless. Dude, he acting hella reckless. He talking hella crash on his baby mama. He talking hella crazy, you know what I'm saying? nigga Jay-Z. A lot of people got to step away from the man. Man, it's so hard not to act reckless. To whom much is given, much is tested. Get arrested until he get the message. I feel the pressure under more scrutiny. And what I do, act more stupidly. Wow. I mean, this is almost like pure prophecy. You know what I'm saying? Wow. He said, bought more jewelry, more Louis V. My mama couldn't get through to the drama. People suing me. I'm on Instagram talking like it's just you and me. I'm just saying how I feel, man. I ain't one of the Cosby's. I ain't go to Hill, man. The money should have changed him. I forgot where I came from. So he said, wait till I get my money right. You can't tell me nothing. And so now he's at a point where he got a lot of money, and now he could do. Here's the thing. In astrology, you have the 11th house. The 11th house is the house of desires. You know what I'm saying? Worldly desires. And it's a very, the Hindu teaches, it's a very dangerous house. You know what I'm saying? You might get your desires, but at what price? It's a Dushtana house. It's like a devilish house. You got to be very careful, because having the money to fulfill all your desires may not be the best thing that your soul needs to have, right? Spiritually, and you know what I'm saying? Like what you get from this world may not match you spiritually, what you need spiritually. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he's blessed. That 11th house is blessing him. He has tremendous income, worldly desire, worldly fame. He's getting all that shit from the 11th house. So if I saw his astrological chart, you know what I'm saying, I would probably see, you know what I'm saying, that 11th house cracking. But man, it's a devil house though, because at the same time, like, what is it the cost of? He said it's so hard not to act reckless. So now it's hard to tell him no. Like Kim Kardashian said, no, you can't have these kids, and he blew up. You know how many niggas get told they can't see their kids on a daily basis? You know what I'm saying? But we don't have the money and the power to act crazy. See, now he has the money, and it's like, you guys might agree that it might have gotten to his head, right? Man has to live within boundaries. Man has to live within boundaries. Without boundaries, you're out of control. You know what I'm saying? You give the wrong person a shit ton of money, they're going to manifest every little thing that they want to manifest. Look at what Russell Simmons damn near like felt like he had to give it all away. And he's down in India, Bali. Sorry, y'all. My lawyer is contacting me. It's some very serious matter. Sorry about that. Yeah, Kanye might need the Draymond Green treatment to bring him back to his senses. What's that? What, get kicked in your nuts? What was that? What was the Draymond Green treatment? You always over my head, bro. Did he get canceled? Draymond Green got canceled on something? What's up, boss man? What up? What up, man? I can't tell who's here. Oh, yeah. He fought Jordan Poole. Sure did. There we go. All right, man. So anyway, wait, I thought I'm subscribing to this stories. You don't have to. We chase the stories. Okay. The week that began with Kanye West supporting the phrase "White Lives Matter" included appearing on Tucker Carlson in a fanatically far-right show has ended with the rapper spewing anti-Semitic filth. You see what they say on Twitter. Late Saturday after Instagram imposed restriction on his account. You see, what happened was Instagram, they put a restriction. They reprimanded him. But guess what? What happens to a child? What happens to a child who can't be reprimanded? Or a child that does not want to be reprimanded? They act a fucking fool. And that's exactly what he couldn't take his simple punishment. He couldn't take his slap on the wrist. He couldn't take it. And so he goes crazy, right? On a since removed Twitter post, he goes, "I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up, I'm going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. The funny thing is I actually can't be anti-Semitic because black people are actually Jews. Also, you guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone who ever opposes your agenda. First of all, what's wrong with that? No, like real shit. What's wrong with that? When he says DEFCON 3, you know he's talking, that's a metaphor. You know that. You know he's not gonna put pistols and tanks and gas inside of a tweet and send it out. You know that, right? What it was is they didn't want to hear what he had to say. Guess what? He talked about black people, or so-called black people, right? He talked about white lives matter. He talked about black lives matter. He talked about all kind of shit. Why can't he talk about Jewish people? What about how come every time one of our people says that black people are the original Hebrews, the original Semites? Let's be more specific. Fuck all that Jewish talk. Let's be more specific. So-called black people are the original Semites. We're Semitic. Let's deal with that. Stay away from the Jew is the religion aspect. What about the blood aspect? The blood is a Semitic blood. They say anti-Semitic. Black people are without a shadow of a doubt Semitic and Hamitic. How about they say, oh, you're anti-Semitic. What about anti-Hamitic? The whole fucking world is anti-Hamitic. Okay? So basically you have three. So Noah had 3 sons. Here, let me just go to a picture of Kanye. Noah had 3 sons. He had Shem, who are the Semites, Ham, who are the Hamites, and Japhet, who is I don't know what they're called. 3 sons. The Hamites are basically those in Africa. All of the tribes that are currently in Africa, those are the Hamites. The Semites are basically all of the dark-skinned Arabs, like all of us. All of the people of color who are not sub-Saharan African. You know what I'm saying? Like all of us. Such as Ethiopians, the people from India, the Moors from North Africa, the ancient city of Carthage, which is the Canaanites, right? And then finally you have Europeans who are the Japhets. And that is who the tribe of Ashkenaz. The tribe of Ashkenaz is an offspring of Japhet. So how can an Ashkenazi Jew be Semitic? You see what I'm saying? Now, how about for these discussions, how about the Jewish scholars come out and speak to Farrakhan Instead of running away, how about you speak to Farrakhan? How about we have a grown man discussion about this? Because there are a lot of, Nick Cannon feels this way. If we are miseducated, then let us know. Kanye West feels this way. Shit, all of the Hebrew Israelites feel this way. How about you instead of trying to censor people, how about we have a discussion? How are we going to move past all of this racial shit if we don't open up and have honest discussions? They shut him up because they didn't want to hear what he had to say, dog. You guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone who ever opposes your agenda. Is that not true? The rapper's turn from performance art conservative to actual bigot comes after years in which he has been open about mental health problems. But suffice to say, it's erupting in a steady stream of anti-Jewish bile. So unless there's something else, I missed it. It feels like, you know, they're very quick to label you anti-Semitic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm serious. Let's see. Ashkenaz. Let's see. Ashkenazi. Let's see. Ashkenazi. Okay, there's an Ashkenazi. Okay, look what it says. It says, a Jewish person of Central or Eastern European descent, traditionally speaking Yiddish. About 80% of Jewish people today are Ashkenaz. Okay? Ashkenaz. Where does Ashkenaz come from? Look at here. The name Ashkenaz, look at here. Look at here. The name Ashkenazi derives from the biblical figure Ashkenaz, the first son of Gomer, son of Japhet. You see that? One Google search. That's it. I'm on the front page. I didn't even have to click on no links. You see that? I put Ashkenazi in or Microsoft Bing, but in Google, in the Google machine. I got the definition. It says that 80% of the Jewish people today are from there. And then I look here, and it says the name of Ashkenazi derived from Japhet. So how are you Semitic? This is for the biblical scholars, man. If you don't know the answer, I don't want to hear from you. I need an answer for this. How is this the case? I am not. How I don't get it. How can Ashkenazi be anti-Semitic Ashkenaz? Can you be anti-Semitic against Ashkenazis? Can someone of Jewish descent be anti-Semitic? Those who believe all Jews are Ashkenazis are anti-Semites. Wow, what? I just read what I saw there. That's all I did. Those who believe all Jews are Ashkenazi are anti-Semites. You see how they throw out the word? They just throw out these words, man. Come on. Like, we can't have a discussion here? An anti-Semite believes all Jews are the same, and they allow no distinction between a single Jew. That's not true. I'm just going by the stats. The stats say 80% of them are Ashkenazi Jews. There's no hatred in my heart, dogs. You know what I'm saying? There are Jewish people. So, but what's crazy is, like, but black people cannot be Jews though. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So they're saying like, yeah, anybody could be, you know what I'm saying, Jews. Like there's all shapes and sizes. Except black people, you know what I'm saying? Like except so-called black people. It's interesting. One of the most recent examples in the history of anti-Semitism is the belief that all Jews are of European origin and not one Jew has ever lived in what is today Israel, an invasion or forcing out the Muslims who live there. Oh my God. Yeah, the black Jews. Yes. The original Jews. You see what I'm saying? So Kanye gets canceled before he gets into any of this stuff. You see, the word games, guys, we got to be careful with the word games. Wow, wow, wow. You see, as I move back to Kanye West, just 2 hours after declaring West a victim of unfair censorship, Fox hosts were forced to make a sharp reversal after learning what has actually posted. Kane called the comments shocking and pretty ugly, while Hextef called them unfortunate. We talked about it earlier without knowing these tweets and saying, of course, they're going to put a target after what he said with Tucker. Is going to be a target, no doubt. Yeah, it is going to be a target. But in this particular case, I mean, he brought the target with that. Kane then made a roundabout argument that if you really want to expose racism and anti-Semitism, then society should not constantly silence, censor, or cancel those who espouse it. Doing so will leave us unaware of what is lurking under the surface. I actually agree with him. I actually agree with them. There's nothing wrong with his White Lives Matter shirt, okay? Because white lives matter, black lives matter, everybody lives matter, she said. But this tweet was totally off the wall. What is so off the wall? Like, somebody please inform me. What's so off the wall? Yo, why Jewish people can't be, why can't they be criticized by Kanye West? You know what I'm saying? Like, why can't you be criticized? Are you above criticism? Are you above criticism? Yes. Yes, you're above critic. So we're not allowed to give any good faith criticisms. What about good faith criticisms to make our country a better place? You see, America is a melting pot. America is a melting pot. We have a heterogeneous society. All of us do not have the same ethnicity. We do not have the same origin, right? This is an experiment. And for this experiment to work, we have to have truth. We have to have truth and harmony. How is that going to happen if we cannot be how can it happen if one people is above criticism? Is what happened not proof positive of what he just say? He says you try to blackball anybody who opposes your agenda. Is this not proof positive? See, so-called black people, we got criticized like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Kanye West criticized the shit out of us. He called Black Lives Matter a scam. He done wore a White Lives Matter shirt, but he's entitled to his opinion, dog. You know what I'm saying? And we'll discuss it, and we discuss how we feel about it. But you know what I'm saying? I didn't hear none of the so-called black platforms trying to blackball him. I don't think I heard any, like, I didn't hear Revolt TV or, you know what I'm saying, Final Call or anybody talking about they're gonna, you know what I'm saying, blackball him. Black Lives Matter is not a scam, though. See, it's not a scam. In my humble opinion, it is not a scam. What's the scam? Because it's a multi-million-dollar business. The fuck? Why can't it be a multi-million-dollar business? Why we got a fascination where you got to be poor and you got to be a poor righteous teacher? Why we believe that so much? Why can't you dude, she created an entity that's a worldwide phenomenon. If she's not making millions of dollars, there's a problem. I ain't got no problem with none of it. Make all that money. Take all that money. She said the money I got came from white guilt. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. He said, this is my life, homie. You decide yours. I know that Jesus died for us. Now, Jesus was a so-called Jew. Jesus was a so-called black Jew. Okay? So he says, I know that Jesus died for us, but I couldn't tell you who decide wars. I thought he said, I couldn't tell you who decide was. What did y'all think that line was? He says, I know that Jesus died for us, but I couldn't tell you who the side was. That's what I thought he said. Like, he died for us, but I don't know, like, what side he died. Was it our side or your side? That's what I thought he said. Kanye West is a little boy who feels like he is above criticism, who is now attacking an entire group who feels that they're above criticism. This is like the immovable object, you know what I'm saying? Versus whatever the fuck that phrase is. Kanye West, man. Let's go on Twitter a little bit. Let's see what people on Twitter are saying. But I couldn't tell you who the side was. So I parked that motherfucker sideways. He said, old folk talking about back in my day. All right, let's put Kanye West Jews and see what pops up. Take it back. Kanye West is full-blown, unhinged, anti-Semite and Jew hater. Where does it say he hates Jews, though? Like, is that... No, I'm serious. Can somebody please help me? Like, what about it does it say that he hates Jews? Like, I don't want to be an anti-Semite, so I would like to know. Yesterday, I called Kanye West anti-Semitic because he is, and people lost their minds. Today, Kanye West tweeted this. Twitter deleted it for violating their terms, promoting a radical black Hebrew Israelite conspiracy theory that the real Jews are black. How dare you? How dare you? Whew, how dare you? Wow. They're saying it's the radical black Hebrew Israelite conspiracy theory that the real Jews are black. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, wow. Crooked Eye and MC Hammer follow me? Shit, let me follow them back. Damn, I didn't know MC Hammer follows me. He must follow hella people, huh? Why MC Hammer follow me? Wow. Israelites are on the Fed list. Wow. Wow. Kanye West threatened Jews with DEADCON 3. As a Jew whose family was persecuted in the Holocaust, I would never allow acts like this to be overlooked. Nobody should. Y'all do realize that there's a massive difference between Ilhan Omar criticizing the Israeli government for murdering citizens and Kanye West going batshit crazy on DEFCON 3 rampage against the Jews, right? You know what's crazy? He never went on the rampage. Like, you know what's crazy? Is like he never actually went on the rampage. So they canceled him. You know what I'm saying? Like he actually never went on the rampage. You know what I'm saying? Like they canceled him before he had a chance to say anything. This is interesting. This is about this is a tweet about the GOP. Kanye West threatened Jews. Tommy Tuberville made racist comments about so-called black people. Marjorie Taylor Greene kicked a Hispanic activist. Trump called Elaine Chao a racist name. DeSantis trafficked Hispanic migrants. And these are the bigoted stars of the GOP. Leftist Braden says, imagine trying to explain Republican politicians are now defending Kanye West after he called for the death of Jews on Twitter. Did he really, though? Like, is that right? Did he really? A not so friendly reminder that whatever Kanye West does is only a reflection on Kanye West. If you're not able to criticize his conduct without resorting to anti-blackness, that is a reflection on you. Also, black Jews exist. Islam. Now, the problem with that is his music and the base of his money is not them. You see, this is what Donald Trump did. Donald Trump was a Democrat his whole life. Right? Donald Trump was a Democrat his whole life. And when he got into politics, he threw his Democratic base away. And his base, like a lot of people who were spending money on Donald Trump was in New York, LA, and the big cities, right? But then when he decided to get into politics, he switched it up. And so now, like, his brand outpriced his base. Now his base turned into poor white people. Before, his base was rich, you know what I'm saying, coastal elites. But then, right, then he went Republican, and then his base turned into poor white people who then can't afford his brand. Okay? And so I'm kind of seeing Kanye West do the same thing. Like, his base is so-called black people in the major cities, you know what I'm saying? But right now, it seems like he's trading that in for the right-wing racist kind of, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say that, but the right-wing sort of, the racists and the anti-Semites and the Nazis and stuff. They're not going to support you, dog. So he's in a weird conundrum. He's in a weird conundrum. And what he needs to really watch out for is not to be blackballed by Instagram or Twitter. He needs to watch his relationship with Adidas and his relationship with Packers and Deliver, because they're going to try to come for his money next. All because he said he wanted to go DEFCON 3 in a sleepy tweet. I say it once, I say it twice. Twitter and Instagram do more harm than good. they do more harm than good. So me personally, my beliefs, my beliefs are that that so-called black people are Canaanites, or we are Semites. And the fact that we were Canaanites and more so Moabites, we got into many wars with Israelites. Okay. I believe that there are some black, so-called black Jews, whatever black means. There are so-called African Jews who are currently in West Africa, Nigeria, Ghana region. Some of them came to America via the transatlantic slave trade. I believe that many of the so-called Native American tribes, many of them are, many of them are were practicing Hebrews. I do believe that. I do believe that many of the European Jews are were converted to Judaism, and and that, and I believe that we can critique each other without being hateful. And I believe that we need to be able to honestly share how we feel to have a beneficial conversation. And I think rushing to hush people because you don't like what you hear on both sides is a dangerous thing. So if that said, if there are any Ashkenazi Jews that would like to have a conversation with me, a grown conversation, let's do it. Let's set it up. Let's talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty educated on this. And if I'm not, I could bring in those who are more educated than I am. With that being said, you guys be good, be safe. Kanye West canceled, at least on social media. You see, that's another reason. That's another reason why you have to build your own brand. So for anybody that is reliant on Instagram to make money and talk to the people, who's relying on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, you should be building out your own platform. So the day that you become canceled, you already have your own platform that they cannot take from you.